Hi, it's Carol from Allergy Free Living, and today we're going to do a dish called Chicken Cordon Bleu. Now, I'm going to start off with the stuffing, which I use gluten-free. As I said, there's many kinds, but this is what I use, or sometimes whatever's on sale. So I mixed it with Lawry seasoned salt, garlic powder, and pepper in my little thing here that grinds the pepper. And the other thing you're going to need is for the inside of your chicken cordon bleu are pieces of ham and slices of chicken. I use boar's head because there's not a whole lot of stuff in it. I just find it to be better. And the same thing with the cheese, it's lactose free boar's head. Okay, now we're going to go to the chicken breast. I use, I think if you want to save time, you can buy chicken cutlets. I bought them, and I also used a pounder. If you see, it's really nice and flat, real thin. What's a meat pounder? Well, it's a square. They use metal, they use wood, and it pounds the meat so that it gets real nice and thin. So I take this meat, and I'm going to do what I did with other recipes. I'm going to take this camera and move it down because you need to see what I'm doing, not see me. So, okay, we're going to take the chicken. I'm going to move this. And I'm going to take my piece of ham and cheese, and I'm just going to roll it like that. And I'm going to find the center, which is right here. And on this, sometimes the pieces are round. This is a little bit more oblong, so I'm going to take the meat, just trying to get it so that it's going to pocket all that good stuff in here. Keep it so that nothing comes out. Will it? Sometimes it does. You do your best. So that's what I got out of this one. I've got another one. And sometimes you can play with it if you want to change the size. I took my meat, rolled it up. I'm going to put it this way, and I'm just going to take the meat and cover the cold cuts. That's really kind of what you do. Another one. And the last one. This is a little bit bigger. So I'm just folding it up. I'm not going to need that much, so I'm pulling some of it off. Okay, so I'm going to go the long way this time. The thing that you want to do is you want to cover the little pocket of meat. That's what you're looking to do. Just turn this up now. Now that I have these 3 pieces, what I'm going to do is I have my almond milk right here. Now I'm going to move this down. I'm taking this guy really kind of opened up, and this is where the breadcrumbs come in. When you're going to hide stuff, you're going to hold on to your chicken, and you're going to kind of dip it, and you're going to do the same thing with the bottom. Now it might open up, which this did, and you're going to take the chicken, and you're just gonna work it around. You want to just be kind of delicate with it. Now someone's going to say, well, why all this? Well, because you know what? If you're doing Cordon Bleu, you want the ham having the cheese stay inside. So you want to kind of work at it so that it's flat and all the surfaces are just the same. There's no little wrinkles and stuff. Now, the bottom here, I need a little bit more of the milk. So you saw how I pressed that in. And the sides as well. You just play with it. You're just trying to get it so that it's nice and soft looking and no openings. So there and there. I'm going to put this right here. I'm going to try to work a little faster because I don't like these videos being long for you. A little bit on the top. And that's okay if you get the milk here because you want the moistness. That's what holds. I'm going to do a little bit more milk on both sides. And sometimes you can do this. Okay, see that? You can, when you work with the milk and the breadcrumbs, you can kind of mold it the way you want, but you still want to be careful. You don't want to just be too rough with it because then it opens up. Here's my last piece. Fill it with the milk on both sides. I did it a couple of times because this is a smaller one, and I think I might have to work with this one to close up the ham area and the seams. You see how I'm kind of pressing? And you know what? When you do it yourself, you're going to see. I want you to see the bottom needed a little bit more and the sides. So I just dumped it again. All right. Now, let's see. All right. Here we go. I think we're set with this. All right. We'll move this. Okay, now we're going to move over to where I have my skillet, which has already been heating the oil. Okay, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. All right, now let's get so that you can see the skillet, okay? That's the important thing. And I need my little flipper. Now, when you do this, you want to be careful when you're putting it in. You can tell, remember the old, when I made the meatballs that were stuffed, I told you if you want to make sure that your oil is hot enough, you throw something in, and it is. So I have my chicken, and I'm carefully putting it in. Okay, I'm going to lower it a little. I had it on high. The same thing with this little guy here. And again, you remember, I've always said, don't overcrowd the stuff you're cooking. I used to do that when I was younger. You're in a hurry. But if you're in a hurry, then maybe you really shouldn't be making something because it'll work out that something will go wrong. All right, now I'm going to let this sit like this. And I have it on a higher heat because I just want to brown this. I really don't want to cook it all the way through. I want it so that it is going to stay together. Let me bring you closer. And when you're flipping it, be careful because you've got the crust that you want to keep intact. Now some of it's gonna come off. That happens, and you know what? It is what it is. But you can see how it has a nice brown top to it. See, and that's what you're looking for. See, once you get it where the meat is sitting flat, it'll move around just by you moving the pan around. All right, let's see. Okay, I think that's brown. I'm going to turn this off. Now, I have a pan that I'm going to put this in. And I already put oil in it. Okay. Now, here we go. This is what it looks like. Now I'm going to put it in the oven at 375, and because it's nice and thin, I'm going to do it probably 10 minutes on each side. So let me put this in. Wait a minute. Okay, this is the meat done. Okay, let me give you a better look. That's the chicken. Now you're gonna see some of it comes off, okay, and that just happens. But this is what the end product looks like. Now, like I told you, I cook it for 10 minutes on each side. And when I flip it over for the last 10 minutes, I take chicken gravy, whatever your chicken gravy that you like, and I pour it on the bottom for the last 10 minutes. And it gets to be a nice flavor for the bottom. And you kind of lift up the chicken as you put it in there. And it really tastes good. And it gives a good appearance. And then when you take it out, and you put it on your plate like this, you can have more gravy left over and people can use it as they want. But it just gives it the bottom that is, because remember, the top will stay nice and crunchy, but there'll just be gravy on the bottom. Okay, I hope you like this. It's Cordon Bleu. And remember, if you have any questions, just comment and I will answer them. And thank you very much. We'll see you again.